completed the full-time MBA. She worked as a grad assistant for the dean and for one of our associate deans, and for the Dean Emeritus, Bruce Hutton. She was president of Daniels Graduate Women in Business, right? A grad student ambassador, which we'll approach a lot of you about that opportunity as well. A lot of you in the application process got to interact with ambassadors, so you know what that process is a little bit about. She was a student blogger from the day I think she applied to the program, all through her program itself. She's also been she decided to take a little bit of extra time in grad school and worked on the presidential debate, which we held here last year. She worked as a political researcher at 9 News during the election and the election coverage, and actually was on the team that won the local Regional Emmy Award for coverage during that period. She served on the Denver Olympic Exploratory Committee, the National Western Planning Committee, and the Biennial of the Americas. And you're in a fellowship program now and learning to do all kinds of new things, right? So here's Hannah Eddy, a recent grad, and I'll let her take it from here.
Thank you, Dr. Cox, and welcome everyone to the Daniels community of over 34,000 people from across 85 countries. During my 2 years at Daniels, I learned a lot. I learned about balance sheets, I learned about ethics and sustainability, I learned about hiring and firing. You name it, it's in our very holistic curriculum. But one of the most important lessons that I learned was a personal lesson in contrasts. And this would not have been possible without my involvement in the Daniels MBA program. Daniels took me from working as a hostess at a restaurant to working for the dean of the 8th oldest business school in America. Daniels took me from boring meetings about salt shakers and napkins to meetings with governors and CEOs about the possibility of bringing the Olympics to Colorado. Daniels took me from lunches with the manager of the hotel where I worked to lunch with Warren Buffett. Daniels took me from throwing birthday parties for 5 people to throwing a presidential debate party for over 7,000 people. But most importantly, Daniels took my little black book from non-existent to bursting at the seams. And that contrast has been the most meaningful of them all. Those business cards are the key to the world, because when you enroll at Daniels, you are joining a community of people who are dedicated to lifting as they climb. Our namesake, Bill Daniels, explained it this way. Imagine a world where people give themselves simply because they want to, not out of a sense of debt or because they want something in return. No ulterior motives, no guilt feelings, just the desire to give for the sake of giving. That world is the Daniels College of Business, and you have been selected for your ability to join us in contributing towards that mission. I am proud to welcome you to the Daniels community with open arms. Thank you.